Hi, so you're ready to hire an employee. Exciting. Congratulations. Whether this is your first employee or you've already got someone working for you but you're looking for an updated contract, ready for your next hire, you've landed in the right place. So I'm Narelle from HR for Health Leaders. In addition to working in HR for probably the last 15 years, I've also spent about 4.5 years as a co-owner of a allied health clinic where we had multiple practitioners and administrative staff over that time. So I get both the legal and HR application side as well as the practical, how does this work in reality as a business owner. So when I've worked on my contracts for you guys, I've very specifically drafted them knowing that they're legally compliant, but also knowing that they address the common things that are relevant to employment contracts in our industry, and also add custom things for people as they need them. So when you purchase the employment contract pack, you'll actually get a customized contract from me. So I will ask you a bunch of questions about your business, and from that information, I will give you a customized template ready for you to use for your new employee. I've also set this up as a template so that you can use it for future employees when they're in the same sort of style of position. So if it's a casual contract, then you've got that ready to issue for your next casual employee. And if you're looking for other contracts, so let's say you buy a casual contract and next time you hire someone, you want a part-time employee or a full-time employee, then there's a separate contract that goes with that. And that's offered at basically half price because we've already done a lot of the work to set up the basics for you. So you don't need to keep coming back to me every time you need a contract. You can, if you want my help, happy to just charge you a discounted rate to provide you additional contracts. But essentially, once you've bought the template, you can use that for future employees. Now, each year you don't need a new contract when pay rates change. As part of the template pack, you'll get a sort of remuneration review letter, which is just a one-pager that you can update pay rates at any one time. So that makes it nice and simple for you. You'll also get a copy of my pay rate guide, which I update every year when the minimum wage increases. So you'll get that emailed out to you so you don't have to go back and dig through information on Fair Work's website. There's also things included in the pack like position descriptions, letter of offer templates, all the documents you need to get someone on board, like collecting their personal and bank details, tax and super forms. I've also got a pay rate cheat sheet for setting up your pays in Xero if you're using Xero as your accounting program if you haven't set up your payroll before. So it just makes it nice and easy. And then there's just a few extra things like a training and development agreement if you're sending someone off on training and you want to agree with them that if they leave in a certain time they might have to repay some of that. We've also got things like little calculated estimates for how you can compare subcontracting versus wages. If you want to do a cost comparison, I've got an information sheet there about when you should have casual versus part-time or full-time employees. So once you've purchased this pack, basically you'll be taken to a link where you can download all of the documents, and then you'll also be given a link to where you can fill out all the information that I need to get the contract drafted up for you specifically. So you can expect to get that back within sort of 3 to 5 business days. It's normally a pretty quick turnaround. And if you've got any questions, feel free to shoot me an email and let me know. If you haven't already watched the masterclass and you don't know all of the information you need to know in terms of what are the wages, how do you pay penalties and overtime, and how do you calculate the cost of a shift, and how do you structure your shifts, I'd highly recommend you go back and watch the masterclass. You can do them at the same time. You can most certainly organise a contract at the same time, so feel free to go back and check that out. And then also if you can also buy this pack if you are not a Health Professionals Award covered employer. So I do some work with people like online business coaches and maybe you have a business where you had a clinic and now you're offering training as well as a separate business. Maybe you're hiring like an admin staff for your training business. They won't be covered by the Health Professionals Award, so I also do contracts for those employees as well. If you happen to fit into that box, this could also be people like degree qualified marketing professionals, and you may also, let's say you run a yoga studio attached to your massage or physio clinic, for example, and you employ someone solely as a yoga practitioner, they're often covered by the Fitness Award. So I can certainly do contracts for them as well. If you have questions about pay rates, etc. for that, please book in a one-on-one call because you won't find those answers inside the masterclass. The masterclass is very specifically for allied health professionals and admin staff working in allied health clinics. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to shoot me an email and I look forward to working with you.